You had a fantastic, first year here. What have just been some of the things you've just tried to work on this whole off season?
Well, this off season I've really been working on gaining weight. In the weight room. Definitely a flaw of mine last year was the drop off towards the end of the season. Just my distance and my field goals. Just having more weight and having more leg strength can carry my leg strength throughout the season, and just be able to make those 55, 60 yarders in week 13, week 14. And that's very important, especially late in the season when games are so tight. And so that's definitely been something I've been working on this offseason.
I guess just a perspective too, just of this first season that you've had, just how surreal has it been, coming to campus and then having the first year that you had, naming to pretty much all the watch lists.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been crazy. It was a crazy year last year, and I love looking back on it and thinking about what I did right. And but at the same time, I'm also focused on this season, and the goal is to do the job again. And so that's really what I've been focused on, is just this season and how I can be my best this season.
You mentioned wanting to keep the strength and everything throughout the course of a season. We hear a lot about treatments and everything that skill players, linemen, all that go through. What is it like for a kicker and things you have to do throughout the year to stay where you're at?
A lot of stretching. We get a text from our coach every night telling us to stretch in our rooms. I do a lot of treatment in the sports medicine room. Hit the norm text, and a lot of people don't know this, but kickers, they're only using really one part of their body, and that part of your body really gets tired over a long period of time when you use it for a long period of time. So just doing treatment on my legs and my hips throughout the season to keep it as fresh as possible is very critical for me. So.
It's a long ways from Arizona to Arkansas State. Kind of take us back to the very beginning. How did A-State recruit you, everything like that?
Yeah, so I started talking to A-State with Cody Schexenator during my high school senior season, and was just talking back and forth, on Twitter, and it eventually led to me coming for a game day visit when we played Coastal Carolina 2 years ago. And then eventually led to me being offered as soon as Blake Grupe was announced that he was entering the portal. And I kind of knew at that point, with Grupe leaving, that I had a shot here to, because the starting spot was open for field goal kicking. So I knew that this was the place for me. And so I committed about a week later, came with my OV in January, and it's been a crazy story ever since. So.
What was it about Arkansas State that really just drew you, here?
Well, the emphasis that Coach Jones has on special teams is unlike anything else in the country. You go to another university, even those big universities, they don't have nearly the amount of special teams emphasis that Coach Jones does, and that's really a big thing for me, especially me being a specialist. The amount of time that we spend in field goal period and punt and just working on special teams. It's unlike anything else in the country. And to top it all off, hiring Dakota Tillman, who was a kicker in college, to run the special team, to be a special teams analyst. Most special teams analysts at big universities are not, they're not there because they want to be there. They're there because that's just a foot in the door. But they hire people because they hire people like Dakota Tillman because that's what they want to do. And they want to help kickers, and they want to make the kickers the best they can be.